What's going on, Sports Game Vision World? Back in the building. We're talking Shedeur Sanders. Will he make the Cleveland Browns roster? Wanted to talk about this today, giving it kind of raw and uncut. I do these a lot just to kind of break the ice and just have the conversation going. You see what happened this weekend. He had a preseason game. He went 14 to 38, 138 yards, had 2 touchdowns, in a 30-10 win over the Carolina Panthers. Now, preseason doesn't always mean that a player is good, but it also doesn't mean that they're bad. You can get a little bit of glimpse on both sides in the preseason, and it's a way, especially for the guys that are not solidified, to make the team. He was criticized by his performance. He criticized it himself, and also he was criticized by his coach, Kevin Stefanski, who said he had more work to do, and it sounded kind of I would say passive aggressive. It almost seems like he really doesn't like Shedeur. Don't want to, put that in like he said it out of his mouth. But the feeling of what we read or read about and seen and speak seems kind of like he's not the biggest fan. But with that said, Shedeur is still 5th on the quarterback depth chart, and he has not taken any first team reps as of yet. All that, and he still was pretty successful in the preseason game. And right now, all indications of the starter will probably be the veteran Joe Flacco. And, Shedeur still, either way, has a ton of support from LeBron James and Jamie Foxx, and everybody is posting about him, celebrating him. And of course, his sponsor, his brand, his endorser, Nike, gave a viral post and just saying it's just a matter of time before he's the starter, and people really believe. And he's confident in himself, but he has a lot of support from celebrities and people that really want to see him do well, myself included. Most people thought he was going to go first round. He fell to the 144th pick, and not being in the first round cost him a lot of guaranteed money, and obviously a confirmation that he would be on the roster. And I do think he will make the roster because he has a lot of celebrity, and that can bring a decent amount of spotlight to the Browns or any other team. And of course, the Browns, who last year went 3-14 and had a horrible record. Shedeur, his celebrity, he has 2.5 million followers on Instagram, just under 1 million on TikTok, 230K on X, Twitter, and just under 150 on YouTube. So with those kind of numbers, he's a star, especially outside of the game. And as long as he's not creating negative things, he can be a very, very key component or, asset to a team that needs to take away from their negative losing or any other drama that they have going on. He doesn't need to lean on his dad's, the name of his dad, who was, of course, Deion Primetime Sanders. He's very valuable on his own. His game, his IQ, and leadership have to be what keeps him on this team, the Browns, or in the league, period. Now, right now, it doesn't help that he got 2 speeding tickets during training camp, and even the general manager, Andrew Berry, was very critical of him and said that they had conversations and that he needs to change his behavior because he's endangering other people, obviously speeding too fast, and of course things happen, you're taken away from the team. But with that being said, I don't think that the Browns, especially ownership, that, trust me, what I just said about him being a star, the media darling, the influencer outside of the game, they see that and they know they can make money and take away from anything negative on a team by having a person like Shedeur on their team. So, he's interviewing right now for other teams, basically with his performance and his behavior. It's sort of like when they were doing the pre-draft stuff, he kind of failed at a little bit. That's possibly why he fell as low as he did beyond his game. But, I do think he'll make a roster. But again, he has to continue to perform, do well, keep his head in the game, in the playbooks, and doing well with his teammates and his coaches, because other teams and managers and GMs and agents are watching. So absolutely rooting for him to make the team and eventually become a starter. And if not, make it on another team, which I believe will happen because he is a star. And by the way, he even said that this preseason is like his Super Bowl because, he's got to make the team. He's trying to make the team. So anybody that's on that bubble, it's their Super Bowl. That's why they're going to play extra hard and do the things they need to do to make the roster. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. I think he's going to make the Browns. And even if he doesn't, he's going to make a roster. We'll be back. Sports Game Vision. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See you later. Peace.